Hey, dude.
Hey man, how's it going?
It's going good. What are you up to?
Just finished teaching a seminar up here in Grand Rapids.
Oh, cool. So let's just start off by asking you to talk about your last fight.
My last fight was with Dominic O'Grady, the King of the Cage welterweight champion. Really tough guy. Um, couldn't put him away. He's super tough. I ended up winning a decision.
Where are you spending most of your time training these days?
I just got back home to Michigan from Salt Lake City, Utah, out at Jeremy Horn's Elite Performance in Salt Lake.
Oh, cool. And just talk about some of the guys you're working with there.
We have a lot of tough guys. David Castillo, he's one of our 55 pounders. Demarcus Johnson, who's going to be fighting Mike Swick in the UFC next month, I believe. And we have a ton of up and comers that are really working hard under the tutelage and guidance of Jeremy, and expect some big things out of Elite Performance.
Fighting this weekend, just talk about the weight cut. How much more weight will you have to drop?
Luckily, actually, I only have about 17 pounds left. This is going to be a catch weight of 165. I know my opponent, James Krause, fights at 55 usually, sometimes fights at 70, but my last couple of fights have been at 70 at the request of the opponents, which is a lot easier for me too, so works out.
Let's just talk about James Krause. What'd you think of him as an opponent?
I'm sure he's a really tough guy. I don't do a whole lot of studying on the tape. I leave that up to my coaching staff. Jeremy's the one that kind of analyzes the tape, and I just follow the game plan that he gives me in training.
What are your keys to victory?
Try not to get punched in the face, I think. I know he's a great striker and he's got really slick submissions, so just making sure that I perform to my best ability and focus on my technique and just go out there and do my best. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, man. So this is a pretty big card. Just talk about being on this RFA 3 card.
It's a huge honor. I mean, it's a stacked card. My biggest thing is actually I'm kind of starstruck to have Maurice Smith on the card. He was one of my
Yeah.
heroes. I'm hoping we share the locker room. I might do something a little gay and steal his hand wraps or something like that. But yeah, that guy's one of my idols.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. So just tell me who will be in your corner for the fight.
For this one, Jeremy Horn is cornering me, and maybe a couple of my mission guys are doing a road trip. I'm not sure exactly how many are going to be there, but Jeremy for sure.
You were flying home last night. Did you get a chance to watch the UFC Maynard versus Guida?
Yeah, the fight was delayed, or the flight was delayed a little bit, so I did get to catch that card, and all I have to say is maybe Ritalin or some kind of PPD medication for Guida. But
Nice.
it was huge endurance. I mean, that's crazy, but I was getting a little frustrated too, as Gray was, and he really expressed his frustrations there, verbally and physically. It was cool to watch him drop his hands and walk into a few shots, and then have a nice sprawl like that. It was pretty cool. Went the way I was glad it went towards Gray's decision.
A few months from now, we got lightweight championship fight. Let's just throw it out there. Get a prediction from you. Frankie Edgar versus Benson Henderson, the rematch.
Um, Frankie is obviously a tremendous athlete with great endurance and great recovery. He's very resilient. But I think Benson is a lot more well-rounded when it comes to fighting. He's got a lot more in his arsenal. And obviously his heart is just as comparable to Frankie's. He's very resilient as far as submissions. He's got those freaky shoulders that bend each and every way and pretty hard to put to sleep. So I think it's going to go with Benson again. I think he's going to retain his belt.
Okay, man. So fantasy fight time. If you could fight anyone in mixed martial arts, boxing, combat sports, who would it be and why? Past or present?
Wow. Um, Maybe a girl with one arm and no legs and very limited training. That would be a good matchup for me, I think.
That might be the best answer for that question ever, dude.
You know what? Since we're in Grand Rapids and he's got the money, This might be crazy, but I'll take Mayweather in a boxing match. That'll be fun. Let's do it. I'll run for a few rounds like Guida and then get a few $1,000,000.
Yeah, that works. That works. Would you like to throw out any of your sponsors or promote your Twitter or Facebook?
Twitter's at Khillah, Khillah, Facebook.com/Khillah. Big thank you to Grit Mouthguards, Rev Gear, Jeremy Horn's Elite Performance, Grand Rapids Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Lightning Kicks Martial Arts, and everybody that supports my dream.
Good stuff, man. Thanks for taking the time out for us. We appreciate it, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Okay, see ya.